fight to move on to Blizzcon. In the upper left, in the red, fantasy.
Whoa. You're so good.
Thank you.
You're so good. Oh my God.
In the bottom right, in the blue. Drop the bass. I don't know. Hyun.
Tasteless. I can't live without your commentary. Don't ever retire. Thank you, Freakin' TV. Keep it tasteless and blood.
Yeah, we found out today we don't have any of the voices that come on. So,
yeah, kind of a last-minute little match. You know, obviously this had to be done. If I recall correctly, a tiebreaker match was played at BlizzCon, and that's like, if these guys like fly in and like on the first day of the pre-week, like one of them is out, it's like, oh no, I just flew across the ocean to play a best of 5 and I got 3. Oh my God, send me home! Like, this is terrible.
F my life.
But yeah, anyways, checking for some proxy Raxes.
Yeah, and you can't blame them for that. It's never a bad idea to proxy Rax in a best of 5 as Terran. You give them less games to read your more standard play.
Sure, absolutely. And I'd be surprised if this goes to 5 games and we don't see any type of proxy Rax play. I'd be like, huh, that's interesting that he did that. But Hyun is actually, and I think this is part of the reason why Hyun does consistently well at tournaments. Like, he drone scouts a lot. And that's definitely something Fantasy should know here. So to skip a proxy Rax against someone like him can be very smart. Because if he finds it, it's like, okay, now I guess I lose that game.
You know, I think one thing about Hyun, and I know I've said this before, but I don't think it's really highlighted enough. This guy has the best mentality I've ever seen at tournaments. He's always upbeat. He's always having fun. He's really not too hard on himself. He clearly has a good work ethic and has a deep understanding of the game.
Yeah.
A lot of other pro gamers have really deep anxiety problems, or they get really depressed and they lose. Hyun is not one of those guys. I don't get that vibe at all from him.
Yeah, I don't either. And he's like one of the more friendly traveling Korean pros. Like, always have nice chats with him when we travel abroad together and such. Really cool, fun guy.
So, we just got done with the finals, guys. I'm sure most people watching did get a chance to see that.
Yeah.
It was also very nice to meet a lot of you guys that came down here for the finals.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
there was
always cool.
So many fans here that day.
Yeah, it was really cool.
A great finals, so yeah.
You know, we do get asked all sorts of questions. You know, sometimes people wonder, you know, is this our full-time job? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We are professional esports casters. Sometimes people assume maybe we teach English out here or something, but nope.
No.
That's what we do.
Certainly.
Somebody was so.
I teach StarCraft.
I was talking to somebody afterwards, and somebody was like, "So you get paid to do this?" And I wanted to be like, "Yeah, 5 cents a word." Like, I think it's something really weird.
That's funny. I just memorize all the short words. I'm like, A is it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
You know how we really get them is we count G as a word itself. So when we say GG, that's how we really beat the system. No, but yeah, we've been out here now for 7 years, getting close to 8, covering esports, primarily StarCraft, but all sorts of games. And I'm only bringing that up. I'm sure plenty of you guys already knew that, but we do get asked this actually periodically. So, yeah, this is our job. But also our passion.
Indeed. Can't have one without the other.
That's
here.
right.
Well, we have speed on the way.
And
a lot of lings and a baneling nest.
Yeah, this should be, if it goes Hyun's way, a very short game.
Yeah. Now, this is a funny place to put these Marines. I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued, and I'm also a little bit worried because if Hyun comes out and those Marines are just standing there, it's going to be very bad.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to put on like a lot of pressure with them.
This is
and what's
going to
happen is he'll lose all of them and then the game, most likely.
Yeah. Not all games are that complicated, guys. Sometimes you get a game like this, and it's just.
This is like, yeah, this is pretty tough. Like, he's making a Banshee right now. This is a lot of speedlings out in the map. And the fact that he has a Baneling Nest already, oh man, he's making 10 Banelings.
When there are a lot of speedlings out on the map, you want to be at home.
Yeah. This is kind of interesting because he doesn't have any speedlings out with those Banes, which makes them a lot less good. Like, once all the Banes explode, that's it, no more Banes. But this is kind of funny. It's kind of working out for Fantasy.
This is not supposed to be the way this looks, but the fact that he went around by the way, we don't have a shot of it, but there are banelings headed up. Or there were. Wait, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, he actually canceled the...
Oh, he canceled
or
okay.
some of the banelings, at least.
Oh, they're there. Okay.
Which is a good call. You don't want just baneling. Just baneling doesn't do anything. All right, now here he goes. He is sending a lot of lings over now that he has cleaned that up. He did lose 5 drones, so he's definitely going to do some damage here.
Okay. Now the Banshee needs to gun down the banelings. The banelings need to get in here.
Yeah.
And
he's doing a great job.
This was some misplay here.
You know, Hyun, it's really funny because Hyun's strategy theoretically counters what Fantasy did, but he sent his lings over to make the Banes early, and then Fantasy's attack did damage and also prevented the attack from occurring when it was supposed to.
There was just the right imbalance of units there.
Yeah. And now he's got like all these units that micro very well against this. We'll have to see how well he can actually do. These banelings, if he can take them out before they hit that mineral line.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, like this is...
Boom.
This went very well for Fantasy as far as
the weirdest game we've cast in a while, man.
Yeah,
it's just like... So guys, just for those of you who aren't familiar with StarCraft, what Hyun did was supposed to win the game perfectly, but he morphed banelings and didn't just take out this attack in the middle first.
Yeah.
And therefore the Hellions survived much longer than we anticipated.
Certainly, you know, it was well done by Fantasy. Like, he was hiding where the Marines were. He was hiding the attack and what the strength of the attack was. I think Hyun thought maybe it was only going to be like a light Hellion harassment or something, but at the end of the day, if we look at the actual damage done, Fantasy is on top right now. This is looking very nicely for him.
Yeah, Fantasy even ahead in supply right now, and the worker count big enough in a difference that, I mean, you should be pretty uncomfortable if you're Hyun.
Hyun is running around with more lings right now, so we'll see if he can get something done, but with 2 Banshees headed over towards Hyun's base, even with Queens up, yeah, you're definitely going to have to get those spores that he's getting right now.
Okay, here we go. The lings once again have come in here. Question is, how far can the Hellions kite here?
Nice micro pulling up these SCVs. And the Zerglings actually have kind of a hard time, but they're starting to pick some off. A lot of these were damaged before, so 8 SCVs is actually not too bad. But that is a lot of Zerglings that he's spending, don't forget. He could have been making drones, instead he was making Zerglings.
Okay, so this is sort of, I don't want to say post-mortem, but when you have something like this that Zerg's done, usually if the Zerg loses, it results from what we already just saw happen here. Now, something might happen. I mean, Fantasy might pull a Hyun and not have his army in the right spot at the right time.
Could be.
And not be able to utilize the advantages he does have. But
yeah. But, you know, 3 Banshees pretty good. There's no real tech for Hyun to speak of. He's got banelings and Zergling speed, and that's it. So he's in pretty deep right now. These Hellbats going to go ahead and get on top of this mineral line.
Yeah.
Man.
And the Banshees can even stay at the ramp if they want. Oh, or they can go up the ramp if he wants.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways he can play this from here.
Well, he's just going to go right towards that main base.
All right, 3 Queens.
Now we're going to have to flank with the Hellbats as well.
Now the drones, okay, there it is, GG. So yeah, whenever you do a strat like that, you're supposed to win.